friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're canning spaghetti sauce. What I have here is some of the stock in my pantry. This stuff was on sale, and when I looked at the date on it, it's only good until 2019. So I like the fact that they're Canadian, but I don't like leaving tomato products in cans for very long. I don't necessarily trust the acidity of the product or the liner in the can. So when they get close to their date, we're going to use them up. We're going to recan them. Okay, so what I have here in my big roasting pan is 6 to 8 pounds of ground venison and pork. When I say ground venison and pork, I mean it's 4 parts venison, 1 part pork. And to that, I'm going to add a few pounds of canned mushrooms. This is just take your favorite spaghetti sauce recipe, folks, and multiply it. So there's my mushrooms, and in here I have 6 to 8 pounds of ground venison, a bunch of mushrooms, about 5 pounds of peppers, onions, and celery. And this is all going in the oven to roast for a couple of hours. Okay, so I roasted this for, I don't know, about an hour with the lid on, and then another 20 minutes with the lid off to brown up. I have 6 cans of diced tomatoes and 6 cans of thick and zesty Romano cheese and basil sauce. Here are my jars, all washed and rinsed and sanitized from the dishwasher. Here are my 2 pressure canners with the recommended 2 to 3 inches of water in the bottom with a splash of white vinegar to make sure they don't cloud my jars up. Here is the meat and vegetable mixture that we made up, and here is the sauce and the tomatoes. There are our lids. These are the lids that I got from Lehman's. And they're all just sitting in a bowl of hot water, ready to go. I don't have a whole lot of space here, folks, so I'm just going to can 1 jar, or show you the filling of 1 jar, and then we'll get to the rest. Now, as I discovered in the past, it is easier to start your jar with liquid first. So I'm going to put in 2 scoops of my sauce, and I'm going to put in a generous heaping portion of my meat and mushrooms and vegetables, and then some more sauce. I love having ready-made homemade spaghetti sauce ready. Technically it's not homemade, but I love having it ready. Why? Because it's instant food. Now I've filled this to 1 inch from the top. I have debubbled, and we always wipe the rim. You could open this jar. I'm going to put our lid on there. You can open this jar, throw in some kidney beans and some chili powder, and you've got chili. You can use this for your lasagna. You can just open it and pour it over noodles. It's excellent fast food, and you know where it came from. Okay, first jar in the canner. I don't know how many I'm going to get, but I know I got more to do after this batch. 2 scoops of tomatoes in Mrs. Wolfie's Homestead spaghetti sauce. A little bit more in there, because you want to heap and scoop of that meat and veg. You bring that up to just to the bottom of your canning funnel. Debubble. Always wipe your rims and your threads with a clean damp paper towel. I'm going to have to get a fresh one. Lid, and into the canner this goes. When we have them all in the canner, we'll be back. Okay, our first load is in this canner. When this begins to spout a steady, unbroken stream of steam, we will set the timer for 10 minutes, and we will vent the canner for those 10 minutes before putting the weight on. Okay, this is what we call, I don't know how well you can see that, a steady stream of steam. Okay, now I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, and as soon as the timer goes off, we're going to put our 10-pound weight on. Okay, our timer has gone off, and we're just now going to put our 10-pound weight on here. And the moment that begins to jiggle is when we start timing our processing. We have meat in our sauce, therefore it has to be canned as meat. Therefore, we're processing these at 10 pounds pressure for 90 minutes for quarts, 75 minutes for pints. So here it is. I got myself 11 jars of ready to go tomato sauce. Like I said, you can dump this into a crock pot with a can of chili beans and some chili powder and you got yourself a nice hot dinner. You can layer this with noodles and cheese and make lasagna. You can make spaghetti. It doesn't matter how you do it, but most of the work is already done. And as you can see over here, I still have another batch to make. This is, yeah, don't look at my hair. This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, if you have tomato products in the can and you don't feel comfortable leaving them for long-term food storage, change them into something you do feel comfortable with. Take care. God bless. I gotta go have a shower and get ready for the rest of the day.